work. Randy Hyde working that middle, and James Reedus up top, getting a good run down the backstretch as he goes into turns 3 and 4 on the high side. Tyrell in second, making that bottom line work well for him. James Reedus gets a good run coming down the backstretch. Tyrell's coming off the bottom. I'm going to try to race James for the lead. Good save by Richard Harrington in the 15 car as James Reedus leads him around. Tyrell Jones on the bottom side, Randy Hyde in third.
What happened to his other car?
This just must be a new car.
The 34 spins out in turns 3 and 4. Kyle Previs.
Purvis. All right, I'm going to call a new junior fan.
Tyrell Jones in the number 33 car. And that's how they'll line up to bring us back to the green flag. James Reedus takes the bottom row.
Green flag.
James Reedus shoots out to that high side. Tyrell's following right behind him, right on his back bumper. James Reedus gets a lead, but Tyrell Jones is trying to make that top side work as well as the 333 of Charles Hyde making that bottom side work. They're battling it out for first as Tyrell Jones and James Reedus battling for the lead, and we got a caution in turns 1 and 2. Kevin Yount spins out in turns 1 and 2. James Reedus leads them into turn 4, and they get the green flag from the flagman. Tyrell Jones in third, the 333 of Charles Hyde in second. Tyrell and James Reedus both up on the high side trying to make it work as Charles Hyde makes the bottom side work. James Reedus will lead him, Charles Hyde in second, and Tyrell Jones in third.
I think that's actually Robert Hyde, that red 33.
Oh.
Yeah, they call him Robert, so there's no way for you to know that. James
Reedus will lead him around again. Tyrell Jones in second, Robert Hyde in third. Richard Harrington spins it around in turn 4. That's 2 man. Get him out of there.
Yeah, they kept it going the last time.
Ready to go back under the green flag.
James Reedus leads him to the green flag with Robert Hyde and Tyrell Jones hot on his heels. James Reedus goes to the high side as along with Tyrell, the 41, making moves around Robert Hyde.
That's 2 for you.
The 34 spins out as James Reedus gets a run down the backstretch, going into 3 and 4. Tyrell and James Reedus are neck and neck coming to the flag stand. It'll be Tyrell Jones with the race lead, making that bottom side work. Tyrell Jones really making that bottom side work as James Reedus tries the top and tries to make it come in. The 22 car pulling off the backstretch. Tyrell Jones has about a car length over James Reedus as James Reedus is making that top side work and Tyrell Jones is making the bottom side work. Now they switch. Tyrell Jones goes up high and James Reedus goes low. Who will lead this lap? Coming to the flag stand, it'll be Tyrell Jones. James Reedus gets the lead in 1 and 2 as Tyrell comes around him in 3 and 4 with a good run.
2 to go.
Tyrell Jones comes to the flag stand with 2 to go. James Reedus making that bottom side work. Tyrell making the top side work. Tyrell gets a good run down the back stretch as James Reedus is trying to inch towards the lead as they battle it out in turns 3 and 4. 1 to go. It'll be James Reedus with the lead. Tyrell and James Reedus duking it out on this last lap, trying to see who will win the race. Tyrell tries the high side as James Reedus tries the low. James Reedus slides up the track. James Reedus will bring home the win with Tyrell in second and Robert Hyde in third.
Paint scheme on the 3 car that Dale Earnhardt used to drive for years on the NASCAR circuit as they get the green flag, and here go the legends. Steve Harshbarger in the 20 barrels it off down to 1 and 2. But it's Grayson Cox, and he's going to try to bring Caleb McDougall with him as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Grayson Cox is going to come around, and he's going to lead lap number 1 of this 15-lap shootout. And there goes McDougall to the outside. McDougall working the middle of the racetrack as Harshbarger falls back to 3rd. Trenton Simon there in the 72S car rides along in 4th, and it's a side-by-side battle for 5th. And that's going to be between Wayne Johnston and Mike Gilbert in car number 31. Up front's pretty well settled for now. Grayson Cox has the lead. McDougall in the 3M rides along in 2nd. Harshbarger still holding on to 3rd. But Trenton Simon in car number 72. He's trying to work up to him, but also he's got to work with Wayne Johnston as Johnston's to his inside, and he takes the position away from Trenton Simon. Down the backstretch they go, now down to turns 3 and 4 towards the start-finish line. Grayson Cox in the 777, he is out front. Caleb McDougall in the 3M car, he's hanging out there with him. Caleb McDougall in the 3M right behind Grayson Cox as they cross the start-finish line. Cox sticking to the bottom side of the speedway, McDougall just a little bit higher. Grayson Cox in that 777 still is your race leader. Wayne Johnston in car number 60 here right now. He rides along in the number 3 position behind those top 2 drivers. Steve Harshbarger is back to 4th. Trent Simon right now rounds out your top 5 as McDougall takes a look to the outside of Grayson Cox. McDougall looks to the outside of Grayson Cox as they come towards the start-finish line. And they were at a dead heat as they crossed the start-finish line. And the caution flag comes out, and that's for Gilbert. And the caution flag comes out. That's for car number 31. The pace force as he goes down into turns 3 and 4. Green flag coming out. And here they go. All right, going down in turns 1 and 2. Wayne Johnston has now taken the 2nd position away from McDougall for a while. McDougall tries to pull back even as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Grayson Cox watching all of this in his rearview mirror. Now Wayne Johnston pulls out ahead as they cross the start-finish line. He has the 2nd position. McDougall hanging tough. 4, 5, and 6 were nose to tail as they went through 1 and 2. Johnston still fighting down to the inside. McDougall to the outside. Johnston bobbles just a little bit, and that's going to be just enough to allow McDougall to pull ahead there for a time. And McDougall is going to take the 2nd position, and he's not stopping. There goes that 3M car back to the outside of Grayson Cox. As we saw before that last caution, that's where he was, on the outside of Grayson Cox, trying to fight for position. Grayson Cox now for now is holding on to the lead, but McDougall is really good in turns 1 and 2. But that's not enough to allow him to pull up and pass. Now he tries to go down to the inside of Grayson Cox. They cross the start-finish line. Grayson Cox still your race leader. Steve Harshbarger, Trenton Simon battling for position behind them. That's for the 4th, 5th position. 2 more laps to go. There goes McDougall to the inside. He takes the lead. Grayson Cox fights back to the inside as McDougall drifts up the racetrack. It'll be next time by, there'll be the white flag. And McDougall has now stretched his lead out going down the backstretch. Turns 3 and 4, coming down towards the white flag. Here comes McDougall. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. 1, 2 for the last time. Again, that battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. A really good race out on the racetrack. But now all our attention to Caleb McDougall in car number 3M. He's going to take the checkered flag and the win. And problems there on the last lap. And I believe that's Richard Powell in car number 29. They got sideways over there in turns 3 and 4 as they were coming to the checkered flag, rounding out that race. But that's going to do it for the Wheeler Metal Legends. The 09 HER of Angela Sofa out on the racetrack. They're going to go green this time by, wasting no time. The mini late models are going to get started. Mike Sofa, the 09, bringing up the rear of the field. Here we go. Green flag is out. Lynn Anderson in the 5 surrenders the lead to Art Westbrook as they go down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. They were side by side as they crossed the start-finish line. Art Westbrook on the outside, Anderson on the inside. And the battle on the speedway, the best battle on the speedway right now for the lead as they continue to race side by side. Anderson on the inside, Art Westbrook to the outside as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Still side by side. And now it looks like Anderson's finally going to pull out ahead of Westbrook and secure the lead for now. Anderson out front, still ahead of Art Westbrook. Bobbles just a little bit over there in 1 and 2. Didn't seem to affect him much. Westbrook trying to stay close as they go into turns 3 and 4 towards the start-finish line. These cars sort of remind you of a glorified go-kart, and they look like they'd be a lot of fun to drive. Battle for the lead starting to heat up just a little bit as Art Westbrook is going to try to dethrone Anderson of the lead as they go down the backstretch. Westbrook takes a look down to the inside and can't quite get there. Now gets on the inside of Anderson and 1 and 2 and takes the lead. Got a good run to the inside, and that's all it took. There goes Art Westbrook. He is out front. Anderson goes back to second. Another good battle on the racetrack between the 08 and the 09 machine, battling for position. Side by side down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4 they go as Art Westbrook has secured the lead. Great battle on the speedway there as those cars continue to race side by side. That's the 08 of Wyatt Sofa and also the 07 of Scott Sofa racing for position. And the 08 of Wyatt Sofa pulls back ahead. As we come to the white flag, one more lap to go for Westbrook in the 0. Art Westbrook takes the white flag as one more lap to go. Coming down to the line to the checker flag and the end of the night. Art Westbrook is going to take the checker flag. Art Westbrook is your winner tonight in the mini late models class, and that is going to do it.